Isolated and then abused. Tonight, another Charlotte family is speaking only to Channel 9 about how they say the man who ran a Spanish language program preyed upon their child. Last week, anchor Allison Lottis broke news that the family is suing CMS, claiming the district ignored warning signs about that man and put their daughter in danger.
And Allison, tonight, the mother and father of another little girl tell you they want every parent to hear this warning.
Scott and Erica, that family doesn't attend Covenant Presbyterian Church, but they told me they enrolled their daughter in a Play Spanish summer camp here in 2017. Looking back, they say there were signs something very wrong happened here. We're not showing their faces or revealing their names to protect their daughter's identity.
Because we don't want it to happen to anybody else.
That's why these parents sat down with me to speak out about the sexual abuse they say happened to their 7-year-old daughter. In 2017, the family enrolled her in a week-long Play Spanish summer camp at Covenant Presbyterian Church, run by Ricardo Mata. By day 3, they noticed a change in their daughter's behavior.
She just didn't want to go.
We should have investigated or asked more about why she didn't necessarily want to go.
The parents didn't discover the abuse until 6 months later. Their daughter eventually explained how she was targeted.
All of us were watching a movie in this dark room, and I went to help the man with popcorn.
The family went to police, and CMPD arrested Mata on sex charges in March 2018. A month later, a second family accused Mata of abusing their daughter at Eastover Elementary, and police filed more charges against him.
You worry about the long-term damage this did to her.
Absolutely.
To her and to us.
What's your message to other parents?
Ask the questions. Make sure that your church camp or your school camp or your YMCA camp or whatever camp that your kid's going to, they've done the job they were supposed to do, and check to make sure that their background checks are clean.
I called Covenant Presbyterian Church 3 times and emailed twice, asking officials to explain how they vet programs and volunteers. So far, the church hasn't responded. These parents fear there may be more victims. They have a message for them.
Don't be afraid to come forward.
And for Ricardo Mata.
I hope you rot in hell.
I was going to say the same thing.
So far, those parents have not filed a civil lawsuit against Covenant Presbyterian Church, but they tell me they are speaking with attorneys. Erica?
But Allison, another family told you that they are turning to civil court seeking justice. They're suing CMS for not vetting Mata.
That's right. Ricardo Mata ran Play Spanish at 15 CMS schools for nearly 20 years, and their lawsuit alleges that he did so without a contract required by the district. The lawsuit also claims that CMS overlooked red flags years before that could have prevented their daughter's traumatic abuse. Erica?
So this will be an eye-opener for many families. Thank you, Allison.